Have you been struggling in keeping your succulents alive? In this video, you'll be learning different succulent care tips for beginners. These points will help you to keep your succulents alive and healthy. If this video has been helpful to you, please like, share, and subscribe. The first succulent care tip that you need to remember is to use a well-draining soil. Remember that succulents came from areas that do not have much water, so we need to imitate that condition. So in this pot, I just placed a succulent and cacti mix and added pumice to it. Other gardeners want to create their own mix, which is a combination of sand, perlite or pumice, cocoa peat, and sometimes diatomaceous earth. But I prefer buying my own mix. The next tip that you need to remember is to use planters that have holes. You may use any type of planter, maybe a terracotta, a plastic. You may use a ceramic, metal, or a glass planter as long as they have holes. So these holes will allow the extra water to flow out of the pot so that the extra water won't rot your succulent. Remember again that succulents do not love much water, so we need to have drainage in our pots or our planters. Number 3, water only when the soil is dry. People say that succulents and cacti are the plants that love neglect. This is because you don't need to water them daily. So when do you know when to water? You have to poke the soil. So in poking soil, you can use a chopstick here and do the toothpick method in baking. So what you do is just poke the soil and check if there's any soil on the chopstick. If there's soil on it, that means you don't need to water yet. But if there's no soil sticking to it, that means it's time to water. Let's try poking the soil of these other succulents. Well, these succulents have decorative stones, so I'm just gonna move the stones and then poke the succulent. Not poke the succulent, poke the soil, and then check if there's soil. That means you don't need to water if there's soil sticking on the chopstick. Okay, well, I'll test this other one. Poke through the soil, check if there's soil on the chopstick. Well, you can see it, but there's soil sticking to it. That means it doesn't need water yet. I'm gonna use a different chopstick here. So I'm gonna poke the soil of this jade plant, moving the stones so that I can poke it, and I'll poke it again. Well, it's kind of dry. That means I need to water it. So in watering, remember that you don't just sprinkle water onto your succulents, but remember to pour in water to your succulents. Oh, well, I don't have water here, but just imagine this is a container with water, and then I'll just pour in my water and then wait until it's kind of dripping. The water is kind of dripping through the hole, and then that means that I put enough water. Number 4, place your succulents in areas directly hit or indirectly hit by the sun, depending on the variety of succulent you have. So which do you think among these 3 succulents love the sun? Probably this one, or the jade plant. Well, succulents that usually have other colors than green, like orange, red, purple, these are the succulents that love the sun. So it's very okay to expose them under the direct sun, because if you don't expose them to the sun, you won't see these colors. You won't see this reddish color, this purplish color. But it's okay to place these succulents under indirect sun. But these two succulents may be kind of exposed to the sun, because it's only when you expose them to sunlight that they will show off their reddish, orange, and purplish color. But this one, since it's just green, it's okay for you to place it in an area within the sunlight. Lastly, make sure that the leaves of your succulents are dry, or else they will rot. Make sure that there's no water on top of the leaves or inside these blooms, because any water on top of them might cause the succulent to rot, or might cause that part of the leaf to rot. And there you go, those are the succulent care tips for beginners. I hope that this video is of help to you. If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, please feel free to comment down below. And like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Happy gardening!